The Red Fox BFS reel from SeaKnight will have you seeing red. It just is not a good BFS experience, despite some of the good components like that clicking drag you see there, the lightweight carbon fiber handle, the shallow spool, the triangular shaped line guide, good components, but in the end, they just don't add up to be a good reel, and overall, pretty disappointed. Alright, hi guys, it's been a while since I've made a video and posted it, but I was doing a lot of fishing and some other stuff, and then yeah, but what I wanted to do is go back to some of the reels that I either introduced or did quick reviews on, and after using them for a longer period of time, kind of give you my opinion on it. So this SeaKnight Red Fox, I should say, was a reel that I introduced, but I hadn't tested it out, but I thought it was going to be a good reel. It had the clicking drag feature. It had kind of the triangular line guide there. It had the same brake system of a few other reels like the GH100 and, you know, the, what do you call it, the Black Knight. So I thought it was going to be a pretty good reel, but in the end it was pretty much my most disappointing budget BFS reel. So there were two things. So first, I don't know why, but I just could not cast it well. I don't know if the spool's slightly different or the magnets aren't as strong, even though the braking system, you know, looks identical to, like I said, the GH100 and a few of the other reels that tend to work pretty well. This one, I just could not get it dialed in. Either I had to have, usually on like the GH100 or, you know, the Black Knight or the Phantom, you can get it, you know, set it at about 3. Here I had to get them all the way up, and then I wasn't getting distance. If I lowered the brakes down, just backlashes galore. So it just, I could never get it really dialed in. The other thing is, when you do get a backlash on this reel, the gap between the spool and the side plate on both sides is huge. So you're looking, like you can see, this is 6-pound mono. It just goes right in there. Here's 6-pound mono on this side. Now, I mean, there's some reels where you can get line in on one side, but to just easily get, you know, 6-pound mono in like that, that was the reason why I was getting, you know, line between the spool on almost every single backlash, not just occasionally like on some of the other ones. So in the end, I was just really disappointed with this reel. As you can tell, I've kind of taken it apart. So what I did do is, there were some features I liked. Like I said, the clicking drag, the triangular shaped line guide. So I ended up actually taking some of those and putting it into this one, which was the Kurim Phantom. So I put the line guide on there. I tried to just put the drag clicker in, but the sizes were a little different. So the actual main gear was the same size. So I just replaced the main gear and pinion from here and put it in there. I think that upgraded it. The reason why the Phantom is a pretty good reel, but the drag was a little heavy for a BFS reel. Also, they were made out of brass or something. They were heavier gears than, say, like the GH100. So by swapping out the gears and the pinion, I saved, you know, 10 or 15 grams and lowered the overall weight of the reel. And I ended up getting a clicking drag out of it. So I'm pretty happy about that. And then, like I said, the little improved line guide there. So is this the best reel? Of course, no. I mean, this also, like I said, on the one side, it does, you can get line in there a little bit. It does have its issues, but it's not a bad kind of Ned rig reel or light bass BFS reel. So I do like it, and I think rather than just junking this reel or trying to sell it to someone else to have a miserable experience, I just took the good parts out of it and put it in this one. But overall, if you're looking at this Red Fox, even though it has some good features and it probably looks desirable, and I have had good luck with SeaKnight in the past, this is one of the first BFS reels that I can just outright say I don't recommend. So like I said, this is basically just a parts reel. I'll keep it around. I'm going to try the spool in the GH100 or this reel right here to see if maybe it was just the spool sizing that was the issue with it, but we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of my update on using the Red Fox after a while. I gave it a few outings and I never once had a good experience.